is good. Let me test it. Stream is good. Let me test it. It's not very loud, but it's okay. It's not very loud, but it's okay. Hey. Maybe I could just make everything louder. Hey. 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 Yo. Let me go ahead and start this beat. What's up, Nam? up? What's up? I'm just working on this track, this R&B track. I'm trying to get some electric guitar in here. So I just brought in some samples and I'm gonna chop them up to fit the beat a little bit better. Cause right now it's like there's some chords in this one that don't fit, and then this one might be legit. I might just keep it the way it is. All right, hearing some feedback. Just working on this track, this R&B track. I'm trying to get some electric guitar in here. So I just brought in some samples and I'm gonna chop them up to fit the beat a little bit better. Cause right now it's like there's some chords in this one that don't fit, and then this one. Like that, don't get advantage off my back. If you wanna talk to that grown, set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind the conversation, but respect is an invitation. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I was at the hood like that. Don't get advantage off my back. If you wanna talk to that grown, set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind the conversation, but respect is an invitation. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I was at the hood. All right, so yeah, I'm trying to get rid of some of these chords because they're wrong in this guitar, that loop that I put in. Let's see. I like the lick there. The lick sounds really good. So I want to keep that for sure. Let's solo the instrumental. And then mute the parts that don't sound good. See, I like everything except for that second chord. The second chord is just not right. But I think I could use this chord twice. Let's see. So I think that worked pretty good. Let me play these two together just to make sure. That's the thing with loops. Sometimes you want to make sure that the chords are right and that they match, or else it could really sound harsh. Appreciate you, Nam. What's up, Davey? Oh, there's some notes in here that don't work. What it is this synth I actually don't like going into those chords. It's a little weird. So I think I'll just repeat what we did the first hook. Let's see, the first. This would be, hold on. Okay, so I think I like it better the second time. Doesn't go to that weird chord. So I can just copy paste it here. And let me mute this guitar because it's got the wrong chord in it still. And let's see if this sounds better. Okay, almost. Think it's the other guitar. It's this one. It's hitting a weird note. It's this one. think I want to take this one, copy paste it here, and then the same thing with the first time. Copy paste it here because both those notes are off. Let's see, that's better. Oh, whoops. Put it in the wrong spot. I actually don't even need that note on the downbeats. I don't think. I think it'll sound better just taking that out. So I'm just gonna take out those beats, those guitar beats that are on the downbeat on beat 1. Just delete them. I don't think I need them. Okay, and I basically just want that exact same thing to repeat. That's perfect to me. And I'm gonna put a slight fade on this one so it doesn't sound too abrupt. Just bring it out, put a slight fade, and that should be the guitars for this section. And then I also need to make sure I copy and paste what I do here to other hooks, but let's just get this hook tight first. So I'm hearing little clicks every once in a while where the regions are cut, and I don't want to hear that. So I'm trying to clean that up. And once you get to the mixing stage and things are much louder and stuff like that, it really can jump out of the mix and kind of create some problems. So I like to take care of that while I'm detailed on it. I'm like zoomed in on it. I need to just go ahead and take care of those details. All right. Okay, I'm still hearing it a little bit, so I'm gonna put this declicker thing on it and just get rid of it with a plugin. The default usually works pretty good. Appreciate you, Davey. All right, so another cool thing I did is, I don't know if other producers do this. I just made a list of the stuff that I feel like I want to change. I listened to it and I was like, I could add this there, I could add that there. I get a lot of ideas when I'm listening to stuff that's undone. And so I just wrote them down and I'm just going to go through them one by one. I'm not going to have time to do all of it on camera, but the next 30 minutes or so will be on camera. And I'm just going to go through the list one by one because I already have the foundation of the beat. Everything's, the vibe's there. I just really trying to detail it, make it as perfect as I hear it or as I want it to be. And yeah, so I have a list of stuff. I'm going to go to the strings next just because I kind of already know what I want there. So I'm going to go to the strings, and I know into the hook I want to put some kind of lead-in melody that I don't have yet. I just have the strings on beat 1, but I want them to come before beat 1. So let's go to second hook because I think that's where it's the most obvious where I want to do it. And I might use the same one in the first hook, but I might not. We'll see.
All the things you never say. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage off my back.
Okay, so right there I was hearing. Oh, I lost it. Shoot. I think. Let's see. 1, 2.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Yeah. E flat to G flat. Yep. So let's do that. If you press option, you can just copy the region, not the region, the MIDI note and down an octave. So let's see if that sounds good.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage off my back. If you wanna talk, then I care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage off.
Okay, dope. So I like those notes for the violins. I probably want to do the same thing for the violas. Well, violas maybe can do a harmony. Second violins could be the same. And then I will probably change the velocities just so it's a little different. I'm going to go to humanize, and that'll change the velocities up, make it sound more human. I think for violas, I want a harmony, maybe.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage off my back. If you wanna talk, then I care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a
That's the first note for the violas, so I need to lead into that.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage off my back.
So maybe I'll just loop this real quick just so I can hear.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Record it real quick.
The things you never say. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a
All right, I think I like. Oh snap! We got Todrick in the chat. Actually, are you still in town? I gotta hit you up.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a bandage. Care without being.
think I need a harmony note for that pickup line as well. Let's see, another note.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been.
I'm not mad at that. I might get rid of it later.
The things you never fade. I can care without being misplaced.
Actually, I gotta change it to overlap because I don't want to delete what I have here. And so let me do it one more time.
The things you never fade. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't.
That sounds fun. Velocity is a bit too high, so I'm gonna highlight it and take it down a bit.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been care without being.
All right, let's see if I like that. I'm gonna solo the strings. Let's make sure they sound good together. And might as well do a cello line too. I think the cello probably should just play the lead. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this here and then mute the one that's in the wrong register. All right, let's see what that sounds like. Forgot I need to go back to no overlap.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't could have been it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. What else I got? What's going on? I have a whole project, beats included. Would love for you to hear it. Yeah, send it my way. Go ahead. Send me a DM. I'll check it out. Gotta record me. Again, yeah, if you want to work, send me a DM. All right, so I got my list of edits I'm making. I got through the lead-in notes for the strings. That was the most important thing that I heard. I like to tackle the easy ones first as well. Like just do the easy stuff and then work on the hard stuff when you got time to really detail it in. All right, we got rock shop rhythm thing. I might not do that. Piano bridge. I did the 8th note ride. All right, let me copy and paste this reverse symbol a few more places. If you've been following me for a while, if you really take a listen to a lot of my beats, I've used this reverse symbol for the past 20 years and like countless songs, countless, thousands of songs. And it's like a calling card of mine. So I stole it from my boy Q, who's a producer, co-producer with We Dope with me and Carl. And I stole it from him 20 years ago and been using it forever. Basically this sound right here. It's a little low in the mix. Let me turn it up. 31. All right, so I'm just gonna copy and paste that in a bunch of different places. Mostly at transitions. So let me listen to the song and copy and paste where I see fit.
Quiet, no sound, no sign. Then my phone lights up like we still share time. Your voice slurred, stories feeling fast. Like I'm responsible for your past, you said. I just needed to let it out. Like I'm some couch you crash on now. You just call me like I'm not busy. Don't even ask if I'm good
right there could be nice. Let's see.
Ask if I'm good already. You don't rip a sky when someone's healing. You don't break a heart just to chase a feeling. I'm not cold, I just learned how to choose who would I let in and who I lose. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back. If you wanna talk, then act grown. Set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind the conversation, but respect is an invitation. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I was at the house, minding my peace. Salad on the table, finally at ease. Bubble bath morning, warm and slow, getting ready for work.
So I think somewhere here I want to put it, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Either the beginning of the second verse when it goes to that weird chord, or when it comes back in. Let's see.
Call me out the blue like that. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I was at the house, minding my peace. Salad on the table, finally at
Yeah, I think when it comes back in, I like it a little bit better.
I was at the house, minding my peace. Salad on the table, finally at ease. Bubble bath morning, warm and slow. Getting ready for work, laying low. Maybe I was glowing, maybe feeling myself. Maybe that energy rang your bell. But whatever put you into my space doesn't give you access to my day. You sound drunk, you sound lost, and I hate that.
Right there again. Let's see. Pre-chorus 2. And I did it in pre-chorus 1 as well.
My day. You sound drunk, you sound lost, and I hate that you think I'm the cost of all the things you never face. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back. If you wanna talk, then act grown. Set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind the conversation, but respect is an invitation. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I'm not angry, more aware. There's a difference, learn it there. Healing taught me how to say, not right now, not this way. If you wanna meet me honest, sober words, real context. I can listen, I can stay, but not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
All right, need to copy and paste the strings there too. I'll probably do a different lead in from that chorus because it gets kind of boring doing the same one over and over again. Let me see. Probably something fast, maybe. And I didn't like the reverse symbol coming out of the hook. So I got rid of that, moved it to the ending. Let me just double check the ending first before I do the strings. Yeah, that sounds dope. All right, let's go to the strings, make a different lead in on this string for the last hook. Do. What up, Foster? All right, here we go.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get around.
Or maybe this one could just be silent. Let's see.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back.
Yeah, I'll do a different transition there. I'll do some like drum fill or something. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, might as well do it. Let's do it.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back.
Yeah, sometimes I either make like fill from the instruments I have. Sometimes I use like loops, drum loops. And I think this time I'm going to try to find like a drum loop because I think a fancy type of feel here, not just boom, chap, chap, boom. I mean, that could work too. Let me see.
Today, don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Maybe I will just, let me try that first. Let me try doing just playing a fill. So it's C3. Gotta know which kick I'm pressing. I think it's this one. Oops. Still got it on the strings. I don't know when Logic did that, but it's really annoying. I wish it would go back to how it used to be, where you press R and it just takes the R off of the other instruments, but it doesn't do that anymore.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
All right, that was actually pretty cool. All right, we got the kick. Now what does the clap sound like? C3 as well. All right, do the clap, and then I'll have to add the snare as well.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
I don't know, figure it out. Where's the snare at? Shoot. I think it's here.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue.
All right, since the snare is already audio, I'm just gonna copy and paste it in a bunch of different places to get my rhythm.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
If you really want to be fancy, you can like do it here as well, copy it here, and then turn it down so it feels more organic because it's on a weaker beat. And it gives the illusion of somebody playing drums instead of a copy paste snare.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Okay, I don't like it at that rhythm. Maybe before the and of 4. Let's see.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Close, but I need to swing it since the song is all swung. So I need to push it back behind the beat a little bit. Looks like it's already behind the beat. Yeah, it's already kind of swung a lot. So I gotta swing it a little bit more.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the today. Don't call me out the today. Don't call me out the today.
That sounds good to me, actually.
And I can stay, but not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
All right, dope. I love that. Yo, what's up, Mario? Hit me up. Send me a DM. If you guys want to work together, send me a DM, or you can go to my website. It's kofiajmusic.com. I'm going to put it in the chat real quick. It's got all the details of everything. kofiajmusic.com. How do I pin this up? All right, dope. So yeah, I just right there, I need a crash after that happens, I feel like. And I needed a crash this whole time anyway. So I think that was one of the things on my list. So let's go ahead and knock that out. If I go to the cymbals over here, I have crashes already ready to go on my Ultra Beat. And I just got to find one that sounds good. I think something like that might sound good, but let's see.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute on my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute on my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute on my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't put a minute on my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
also use a combination of crashes, so I can get the high end sizzle and then the force of the actual hit of the metal. Have them both together. I'm kind of digging that. Let me just try it.
But not in chaos, not today.
Whoa, don't want to override this. Look, I forgot I got the cymbal right on that track. So Command D will copy this track over and I can just record it here.
But not in chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back.
All right, we got that. So this, I'm gonna label my crash cymbal, and then the other one's my ride. And it's good to stay organized, especially when mixing and mastering. But in general, it's good to stay organized when creating music. One less thing to think about.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back. If you wanna talk, then act wrong. Set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind conversation, but respect needs an invitation. I'm not your late night punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. 2 years later, here's the truth. I chose peace. I'm cool. If you wanna talk.
All right, I think I need a reverse cymbal that's not the Q reverse cymbal. I need one that's like a little bit sharper. So I'm gonna go to Splice and do that as well. Let's clear all these filters, reverse cymbal. I like to just type in what I want and then click the tags and then erase what I typed in. Because for some reason, this doesn't give you the same results. If you click this X, it'll give you different results, which I don't understand. It should be the exact same. But that's Splice. Okay, let's see if I can find a good sound.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Honestly, that is the sound I want, so I'm just gonna grab this first one. I don't know if I need to pitch it up too. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. A lot of times drums, it's good to get them in the key that they're supposed to be in, but sometimes it doesn't matter. And I don't think with this sound it's gonna matter. But this one actually was transposed to be the key of the song automatically by Splice. So let's drag this in here, and I'm gonna just move it over so that it perfectly goes on the beat that I want it to go on, which is, I think, beat 4.
Chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a
I think I can start it earlier, actually.
chaos, not today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my back today. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get a minute off my.
All right, that feels pretty good. I'm gonna use this reverse cymbal a few more times probably. So anywhere there's a crash, I'm probably just gonna marry them together. So that's top of the hook. So I can copy and paste to this hook. If you have markers and you're organized, you can just easily copy and paste things. It's great. I didn't really use markers for years until I don't know, maybe like 5-6 years ago, and I felt like it just I found an easy way to make them, and then I started using them. So it's just option this apostrophe thing, yeah, option apostrophe, and that gives you a new marker. And then you just keep it organized, and it's easy to copy and paste stuff because it just stays up there. All right, so we got hook 1, hook 2, hook 4, which is really hook 3. And we got that. Okay, let me check my list. If you're joining in, I'm working on this R&B track. I got a list of things that I want to change or just to enhance the beat because the foundation is already there. I just had some detailed stuff that I want to put in there. Just take it from a cool beat to a great beat. And that's what I try to do, try to make dope records every single time. All right, we got the reverse cymbal. We got fix song timing. I got to do that. Clean up pianos. Got your guitar chords, drum. I already got that. Mono lead fill at the bridge. Okay, it says V2 string entrance needs work. So let me go to V2 string entrance.
Call me out the blue like that. I was at the house, minding my peace. Salad on the table, finally at ease. Bubble bath morning, warm and slow. Getting ready for work, laying low. Maybe I was glowing, maybe feeling myself. Maybe that energy.
Okay, I see. It's kind of right there. Sounds a little funny.
Salad on the table, finally at ease. Bubble bath morning, warm and slow. Getting ready for work, laying low. Maybe I was glowing, maybe feeling myself.
Okay, I should connect these. Hold on. The cello needs an extra note, I feel like. All right, that'll connect the strings to this one. Let's see if that sounds better. Okay, got some issues going on here. Let's clean this up. Okay, I think it's just missing violas. Because I don't mind anything there. It's just something, it feels hollow. So I think I just need some viola notes, some kind of mid-range harmonic glue. So I'm just going to think of some lines, a line that'll fit this. That sounds good to me. I like to think of melodies a lot more these days rather than just chords. Back in the day, I'll just use like block chords all the time. And it's cool. Like I use block chords for this tremolo. But when it comes to like lead lines, like something the string player is actually playing, I like to make it interesting. Violas usually have the least interesting lines. I used to play in orchestra all the time, but violins and cellos a lot of times have pretty cool lines. All right, let's see if I can find a harmony that glues this whole thing together. All right, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna stay on this G sharp and then go to the. I think I'm gonna change that last chord in my other string melodies to match that. So let me record this one first. Messed up. Do it one more time. All right, there we go. Velocity was all over the place, but I'll fix it in post. So right now. All right. Let's make the velocities kind of the same-ish. So instead of loud, soft, loud, soft. So there's one note I don't like here. I think, is it the cello that's doing it? Let's see. Yep, right there. All right, now I want to add that last chord. So this note would go from, actually would stay the same. I can kind of just hear it. Like, I don't know, after doing harmony for so long, you can kind of just hear what the next note needs to be if you want to go to that chord that I'm thinking of. So it's the same note, so they're just going to continue that note. I think it should go to. Or. Actually, let me keep it the same too. Let me see what that sounds like. All right, I gotta play another keyboard. I'm lost. Where is the piano at? Because I can hear the chord, but I don't know which notes they are. I think I did it in the tremolo strings, actually. I think that's what I'm hearing. Actually, no, that's it. Looks like it is a, what is this? A minor 7 flat 5. Oh, diminished. No, that's flatter. Had a nerd out moment. All right, I'm back. Let me make sure that all the notes fit that chord. So if you highlight everything, you can get all the notes at the same time. It's kind of a nice shortcut. All right, I know I want my notes to be E flat, G. Wait, I lost it. Okay, yeah. E flat, G flat, A, and C. E flat, G flat, A, C. So that's not gonna work. Oh, that's G flat. Never mind. All right, so E flat, G flat, A, C. So that's gonna come down to a C natural. That remains the same, actually. C sharp or the D flat becomes a C. All right, let's see if that works. Oh shoot, I did it at the wrong rhythm. So I'm gonna leave it and just match the notes. This one is G, D flat. Maybe I'll get rid of this note. I think that does everything. All right, cool. Oh wait, I messed that up. All right, let's see if that sounds better. There we go. Okay, let's listen to that section again. We're doing the strings in the end of verse 2. I have to get out of here in a little bit. Yo, what's up, Brother Giles? What's up, Laval Bush? All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. This will be the last thing I do today, but I'm just gonna finish this string section at the end of verse 2 and call it a day. Here we go. I think that's it. Let's hear everything in context. Let's hear everything in context. Dope, love that. All right, I'm just gonna put a small little impact on this, just because I think this is something I do that not a lot of R&B producers do, and it happens sometimes, but I don't hear it as much. I hear it more in like EDM and pop songs, but the soft impact, like it just makes it really big and spacious. And I love like a cinematic sound, so I kind of like always gear towards that. Um, so I'm gonna put this soft impact and just try a few of these on the beat one of that pre-chorus. I actually really like that one, but the pitch seems off. I don't know why. Let me take the pitch off. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. For impacts and drum sounds, I don't care about using the most popular. I mean, who cares? Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, you use that drum sound from this kit," blah 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 blah. It doesn't really matter. Now, for actual like tonal sounds and loops and stuff like that, yeah, I like to change those a lot just so you don't have the exact same loop or whatever as somebody else. So I do like to alter those a lot, but when it comes to drum sounds and sound effects, who cares? As long as you're using them tastefully, they all kind of sound similar. As long as they feel good to you, go with it. All right, so I got to put that impact here, and I think I'm done. That sounds dope. All right, let me play this whole section on verse 2, and I think that's a wrap. I'm not sure if I want the reverse cymbal here. I think I want the harsher reverse cymbal, not the smooth one. Where is that one? I thought I brought one in. Here it is. Yeah, it's just way too loud, and I think it comes in too long, so I'm going to cut it in half and then fade it up. That's pretty cool. Way too loud still, though. Let's turn these down. Dope. All right, let's hear the second verse in its entirety. See if I like it.
Call me out the blue like that. I was at the house, minding my peace. Salad on the table, finally at ease. Bubble bath morning, warm and slow. Getting ready for work, laying low. Maybe I was glowing, maybe feeling myself. Maybe that energy rang your bell. But whatever put you into my space doesn't give you access to my day. You sound drunk, you sound lost. And I hate that you think I'm the cost of all the things you never face. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of me.
Okay, I definitely want a drum fill there. So let me take the same one and then I'll jazz it up a little bit.
Hate that you think I'm the cost of all the things you never face. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back. If you wanna talk, then act grown. Set a time, set a date, use your phone. I don't mind the conversation, but respect is an invitation. I'm not your punching bag. Don't call me out the blue like that. I'm not angry.
I'm missing the snare. Okay, I think it's here. 4-2. Okay, yeah.
Never fade. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage of my back.
I think I want this one to be a little bit longer than the other one. So maybe boom, boom, boom. Don't call me out the boom like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Here we go. C.
The things you never fade. I can care without being.
Oh, great. Let's do that again. Got too many windows open. Technical difficulties. All right, let me just add that fill and then I'm gonna have to get out of here. What's up, Solo Star? What's YouTube talking about? But yeah, what I like to do a lot of times is just come up with it in my head or out loud in my, like, I've seen Timberland do it too a lot, where he'll just mouth what he thinks it should be and then play it after that. A lot of times our brain knows what to do more than the rest of our body. So like our brain or our heart. So like leaning into intuition is very, very key in producing, because we can overthink it like crazy. All right, let me try to record this again. If it crashes again, I'm just gonna have to get off the stream and finish it. All right, here we go.
The things you never fade. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being.
That was kind of cool, actually. Hold on. Do. Don't tap like that. Trying to think of the kick pattern, be the boom, ba boom, ba boom. Don't tap, ba cap, boom. I might add an extra boom pick up here. Let's see, boom, ba boom, ba boom. Don't go, ba tap, ba boom, tap, ba boom. I think so.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the care without being misplaced.
All right, let's see if that sounds good.
And I hate that you think I'm the cost of all the things you never fade. I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage off my back.
All right, I think I need another kick hit somewhere. Chap, chap. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah. 4. Yeah. 4. I'm gonna try a few things.
I can care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. Don't get advantage. Care without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that. that. Don't could have been here without being misplaced. Don't call me out the blue like that.
Yeah, I think it's just a volume issue I got. I think that's enough for that fill. Just got some volume issues with the mixing, but I think that's it for that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me make this beat. If you want to work, the site is up there. I think it's pinned on the comments. KofiAJmusic.com, KoFiAGYEI music.com, and I'll be hosting live webinars this week, starting this week. I've been doing private consultations. I'm switching over to live webinars, and yeah, I'm trying to see as many people, work with as many people as I can, and I'll break down how my process, how to get started, how to work the website, how to work the price calculator. Everything's out there. Everything's ready to go. I'm just ready to make hits, ready to work with as many people as possible, talented people as possible, serious people as possible. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully, me making this beat or spending an hour showing you guys what I'm working on today was cool. I'm gonna try to do this a lot more often on a more regular schedule. It's gonna be pretty much in the afternoons around 1 p.m. So check me out. That's it for today. I'll be doing live music reviews on Friday, and yeah, I think that's about it. Doing live music reviews on Friday, so check me out on Friday. If you want to submit a song, submit it in. I'll be reviewing a bunch of songs, and I've been getting about half and half. Some have been dope, some have been not so great. So, but I want to review more and more. You typically only have like 8 to 10 people in the line in the queue, so check it out now. See how many people are in the queue. So you have a great chance of getting your song reviewed. It's not like one of those channels right now that have hundreds and hundreds of people, and you got to super skip to get listened. You may or may not have to with mine right now because we're in the beginning stages. So hit me up. I think my live reviews, yeah, the link is in my bio. So check out the bio if you want to do the live music reviews. But that's it for today. I'll check y'all later. Peace. Thank you for watching.